Hello everyone, welcome for this lecture. Today we are going to solve the numericals on the differential equations, that is forced response. Okay, in the previous class we have studied the natural response of the systems. Now we are going to see the forced response of the systems, that is the differential equations. Okay, so this list we supposed to know for the structure of a forced response, if because structure of a forced response will be completely dependent on the input, okay, of the system. So whatever may be the input, based on that your structure of a forced response will be decided. So we have discussed this, you supposed to remember this table. Okay, now we'll start with a simple numerical, that is evaluate the forced response of the following system. We know this, they have given as a differential equation, that is y dash of t plus 2 y of t equal to t u of t. Okay, so this is our general that is a given differential equation. Okay, so this is our input, so that is input is equal to t into u of t is nothing but your t only, right? Input is t. So now your forced response will be entirely dependent on this input, that is t. If our input is t, then what is the structure of forced response? If input is t, then what is the structure of a response? It will be c naught plus c1 t. Okay, that we have to mention here. Okay, that is yf of t will be equal to c naught plus c1 t. Okay, so this we have to consider. Okay, so once if you take that input, then we have to start calculating its what is the constants of this. Okay, since we'll call this equation number 1, that is a given differential equation, that is y dash of t plus 2 y of t equal to t. Let's call this equation number 1. As we know, the input is t, u of t is nothing but your t. So then based on this input, response structure will be, forced response structure will be yf of t equal to c naught plus c1 into t. Okay, so this is our yf of t. Now what we have to do is we have to calculate c naught and c1, two constants. Okay, how we can calculate this? What we have to do is, when we are finding out in for a different forced responses, difference this equation 2. Okay, this, let's call this equation number 2 first equation, that is given equation as the first one. Okay, this is our second equation. Differentiate this equation. Okay, differentiate this equation. So make this yf of t as per its requirement. Yf of t is nothing but this y of t. Okay, y of t is, we have done this, we have got it from the input, and then y dash. So let's take a y dash of this equation, that is differentiate this yf of t. Once you differentiate, you will get c naught will be 0 plus c1 into t, differentiate with respect to t will be c1. Okay, what we have to do is substitute, we have to make use of this, and we have to get this equation in this form. Okay, so y of t we know, y dash of t also we know. Substitute these two equation in this first equation. Okay, that is second and third equation you substitute in the first equation. Okay, what we get here is y dash is nothing but a c1, okay, plus 2 into y of t, that is your c naught plus c1 into t, which is equal to t as it is. Okay, so this equation we just expand and write it neatly. Okay, let's take this equation, just observe here c1, okay, plus 2c naught plus 2c1t equal to t. Okay, so once you do this, okay, observe here this one equation, c1 plus 2 c1 plus c1 plus 2 c naught plus 2 c1 into t equal to t. This equation, once you get this equation, what we have to do is c1 plus 2 c naught. Okay, this is constant, and 2 c1t is a coefficient of t. Here this is your left hand side, and this is equal to side is right hand side. So compare your right hand side, left hand side with respect to right hand side coefficients. So c1 plus 2 c naught is a constant term. Okay, do you have any constants at right hand side? No. So what you have to do is c1 plus 2 c naught will be equal to 0, we can assign. Okay, and then along with this one more equation is what? Compare the coefficient of t. Okay, then it will be 2c1 equal to 1. Okay, so make that, compare your constant coefficients. Okay, and on both the sides. First one you get this one, c1 plus c0 equal to 0, and 2c1 will be equal to 1. So therefore by doing that you will get a c1 equal to 1 by 2. So then substitute that c1 value here and then get what is the c0 value. That is, so by substituting you will get a c0 value as minus 1 by 4. Substitute what was your forced response structure, that was y of t equal to c0 plus c1t. So now we have got a constant c0 as well as your c1 value. You know both the values, substitute in this equation. That is y of t equal to c0 is minus 1 by 4 plus c1, that is 1 by 2 t. Okay, so like this you have to calculate the forced response. Okay, second equation, the differential equation, we are supposed to calculate y of t of this is given y dash of t plus 2y of t equal to cos t into u of t. Whatever you are multiplying with any function with multiplied with the u of t, you get a same function. Okay, so they can mention in this way or they can give you in this way also, dy by dt plus 2y of t equal to cos t. Okay, now what is the input? Input of this function of this system is cos t. Okay, if you got a cos t as input, what might be the your forced response structure? See, if you have a cos theta, it will be equal to c1 cos theta plus c2 sin theta. Okay, so similarly that we have to consider here. Okay, based on input, that is input is equal to cos t. Okay, cos t. So then your forced response structure will be, remember one thing, your forced response structure will be based on the input what they have specified. That is y of t equal to, it is cos t. Okay, then y of t will be equal to c1 cos t plus c2 sin t. Okay, once we have got this equation, what we have to do? Intention is to calculate c1 and c2. For that we have to make use of this equation as per the first equation. Okay, as per the first equation. What we can do now, y of t we have got, take only one derivation, that is y dash f of t you can do. That is differentiate this equation, c1 as it is, cos t's differentiation is minus sin t. Okay, and then c2 as it is, sin t's differentiation is cos t. Okay, so now what you have to do is y of t and y dash f of t, both the equations you have to substitute here and simplify there, and then compare the coefficients of both the sides. This side is LHS and this side is RHS. Just compare both the sides and then constant values can be calculated by comparing. Okay, so let's do this. Input is cos t. Okay, if input is cos t, then forced structure will be c1 cos t plus c2 sin t. Differentiate this equation, you get y dash of t, that is minus c1 cos t plus c2 minus c1 sin t plus c2 cos t. Substitute these two equation in the first equation. Okay, just substitute those two equation in the first equation. Once you substitute, you will get this one. Okay, minus c1, you can observe here, I will write one more time, y dash plus 2y, y dash plus 2y equal to cos, y dash plus 2y equal to cos. Okay, so y dash was this one. Okay, y dash was differentiation equation, y dash was minus c1 plus 2 plus c2 sin t. You can observe your y dash will be your y dash will be, so it was y dash plus 2y equal to cos t, right? So now y dash is minus sin t plus c2 cos t. So observe this is your minus c1 cosine t plus c2 cos t, right? This equation plus 2 of y. Y was how much? C1 cos t plus C2 sin t. That equation we have to write 2 into C1 cos t plus C2 sin t. So 2 into it is there equal to cos t. Simplify this equation as it is, right? It's minus C1 sin t plus C2 cos t as it is. So just multiply 2 with respect to this combination, that is 2 C1 cos t plus 2 C2 sin t equal to cos t. Now we can compare the coefficient of sine and cos theta, cos t with respect to both the sides. Okay, LHS is equal to RHS. You can compare both the side equations. Once you compare the sine coefficients, compare the coefficients of a first sin t that will be observed in the left hand side. You have minus c1. Okay, I am taking a coefficient of sin t now, minus c1 and plus 2 c2 equal to any other what is the right hand side sin t's coefficient? Nothing is there, it is 0 we can take. So keep as it is. Let's call this equation number 4 and then compare coefficient of cos theta. Okay, compare the coefficient of cos theta, cos t, that is c2, okay, plus 2 c1 equal to, do you have right hand side coefficient of a cos t? Yes, we have, that is equal to 1. So write this equation and you can say equation number 5. So what we can do is from this equation, just say c2 is equal to two variables, two equations we have, two variables are there, two equations we have. You can solve directly or you can simplify like this also. C2 equal to, you can take, is nothing but 1 minus 2 c1. Substitute this equation in the fifth equation in fourth equation. Simplify that. If you simplify by substituting those values, if you simplify, you get c1 equal to 2 by 5. Yes, once you got a c1, easily you can calculate c2. That is c2 plus 2 c1 equal to 1. One of the equation we have taken, that is your fifth equation. Before that, c2 plus 2 c1 equal to 1. So that equation you take, you know the c1 value, substitute here and simplify, you get a c2 equal to 1 by 5. So once we got those two, c1 and c2, okay, so once we got c1 and c2, what we have to do is, this is our yf of t, which is c1 cos t plus c2 sin t. Substitute c1 value and c2 value, that is your first response of the given differential equation. Okay, let's deal with another one, very simple, that is they have given 5 dy by dt plus 10 y of t equal to 2x of t. What is this input? 2u of t is nothing but 2. Okay, just get what is your input now. What will be the input? This is your input. 2u of t is nothing but 2 only. Okay, 2u of t is nothing but 2. Then what we have to do is, you can take, if a constant term is there, okay, if input is a constant, then forced response will be one constant, that is c. Okay, that we have to calculate. yf of t we know, then differentiate this equation, will be 0. Substitute these two equation in this and then calculate what might be the values. Okay, the same way, right? So this is 2u of t we have taken. Just say input will be, it is actually 2, because input is 2u of t. So input will be 2 constant. So yf of t will be c1. Then differentiate this equation, you get y dash of t will be equal to 0. Then these two equations substitute in the first equation, that was 5y dash plus 10y equal to 2x. Okay, 5y dash was 0 plus 10 c1, okay, and then equal to 4. Okay, right, then 10 c1 equal to 4. c1 you can get the value of 0.4. Therefore yf of t will be equal to c1 value is just substitute, that is your first response. Okay, these are the simple numericals. Let's say deal with the input as exponential. Okay, let's say input is the exponential one. Find zero state response for the system given by 5 dy by dt plus 10 y of t equal to 2 x of t, where x of t is means input is e raised to minus t u of t, then input is e raised to minus t. Okay, whenever you have exponential, remember this part, whatever you have, coefficient of t has to be taken as alpha. Okay, coefficient of t has to be taken as alpha. Alpha here is minus 1. So whenever you have exponential, your alpha value and you have to compare with your roots. Roots and alpha values should not be same. If those two are same, then what will be what happens is you have to take this case as a roots are repeated cases. Okay, so I repeat once. You have input as exponential minus t. Okay, so coefficient of t has to be taken as alpha, and then we have to first find out the roots of this equation by taking a characteristic equation, that is phi dy by dt, that is y dash can be substituted by r, then it will be phi r plus 10 will be equal to 0. This is your characteristic equation which we used to we used to do in natural responses. From this r you have to calculate, that is minus 10 by 5, which is nothing but minus 2. Okay, once we got this value minus 2, we have to check is minus 2 is the same as that of your alpha. No, alpha is minus 1 now, so therefore these two are different values. Then we can say that directly we can take only input as that is e raised to minus t when roots are not repeated. Okay, when e raised to minus t was there, okay, when e raised to minus t, that is this e raised to rt, if we have this, then what might be, sorry, this one, when roots are not repeated, then we have to take this one as your forced response, that is c1 into e raised to rt. Okay, so that is your forced response that we have to write here. Okay, so write here as e raised to t, that sorry, y of t will be equal to same procedure. It is nothing but your c1 e raised to r t. Okay, so then we have to calculate, you have to calculate this, what is this, c into e raised to r was how much? It was minus 1t will be taking. Okay, let's take this. So x of t, by substituting this in this equation, I'll take this equation as a 1. For exponential, we supposed to check the roots. Phi r is equal to minus 2. So roots r and alpha are not equal. So we can take this as c1 into e raised to minus t, that is alpha t. Okay, alpha was minus 1 here, so directly we can take. Okay, then y of t is c1 into e raised to minus t. Then now what we have to do is we have to substitute, means y of t is same, we have to differentiate that and substitute in this equation to calculate constant value. Then differentiate this equation. Once we differentiate, we get minus c1 e raised to minus t. Substitute in this first equation, that was 5 y dash of t plus 10 y of t equal to 2 e raised to minus t. Y as it is, y dash is minus c1, so it is minus 5 c1 e raised to minus t plus 10 y of t is how much? c1 e raised to minus t, so substitute equal to 2 e raised to minus t. Simplify this term, minus 5 c1 e raised to minus t plus 10 c1 e raised to minus t equal to 2 e raised to minus t. If you compare this, it will be minus 5 plus 10. Then what will be the resultant of this after simplification? It will be 5 c1 e raised to minus t equal to 2 e raised to minus t. Compare the coefficient of e raised to minus t on both the sides, left hand side as well as right hand side. When you compare this, 5 c1 will be equal to 2. Then what about this value c1? c1 will be 2 by 5. So then therefore your forced response structure will be, what we have calculated was c1 e raised to minus t. c1 we have find out, so substitute that. So this is your forced response of the given system. Now we'll say a bit different, that was r and alpha if were same. Okay, that is y dash of t plus 2 y of t equal to e raised to minus 2t u of t. Okay, now what we have to do is e raised to minus 2t. We have got exponential. This is alpha. Alpha is equal to minus 2. Okay, remember this, and then we have to first find out the roots of this. To find out the roots of this equation, we have to get a characteristic equation, that is nothing but r plus 2 equal to 0. R is equal to minus 2. R what is this? Differentiation y dash we have put as a r. So coefficient was 1. So r plus 2 equal to 0. So this is your characteristic equation. By that we have got the roots as r is equal to minus 2. Now you can see alpha. What is the alpha now? Alpha is minus 2. Alpha is minus 2 and r is also minus 2. Therefore what we have to do is, we cannot take simply as it is, say this is e raised to minus 2 and it is c1 e raised to t karke. Okay, we have to consider this as repeated roots. Okay, because r and alpha are same. Since those two are same, your yf of t will be equal to, you can observe in the sheet of the first page, that is c into t, you can take c1 into t e raised to minus 2t. Okay, so then we are going to follow the same thing, that is once you have got yf of t, so we need y dash f of t. So we'll differentiate this equation, and then differentiation equation we are going to substitute here, y of t equation we are going to substitute here, and then bit simplification. After that, comparison means compare the coefficient of all the values of your left hand side as well as right hand side of this equation after substituting. Okay, and then calculate the constant values. Okay, procedure remains same, only difference is when you have exponential, you be careful about your alpha as well as r. Okay, now yf of t we have got, get the differentiation of this. It is c1 constant, you just keep aside. Differentiation of this equation, t into e raised to minus 2t, that is nothing but u into v. Okay, differentiate this equation, you get simply equation like this, minus 2 c1 t e raised to minus 2 plus c1 e raised to minus 2t. So substitute this equation and this equation in the first equation. So this is your first equation. Substitute y dash of t is nothing but same thing we have repeated here. Okay, minus 2 c1 t e raised to minus 2t plus c1 e raised to minus 2t, and then f of t, your yf of t is this one, that is equation is 2 into y of t. So 2 into c1 t e raised to minus 2t. Observe, it is minus 2 c1 t e raised to minus 2t and it is plus 2 c1 t e raised to minus 2t. So these two can be cancelled, equal to e raised to minus 2t. Compare the coefficient of e raised to minus 2t, you get c1 is equal to 1. Therefore coefficient of c1 will be 1. Then we can substitute in this equation forced response. In that equations we can substitute that yf of t will be t into e raised to minus 2t. Okay, suppose if at all for the same thing, if they are asked for the total response yt, then we have to calculate yn plus yf of t. Since we have calculated yf of t, then we have to calculate yn of t. Once we calculate, we can represent yt of t. Okay, that we'll discuss in the later class. Thank you.